Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and let's take a look here. If we go to SPY, one of the things I talked about and discussed in the weekend video is how a lot of people making much ado about a market sell-off, but not broad-based at all if you look at sector by sector. And also, it's hard to keep a VIX this high for too long, without some real problems going on. So we start off the week here. SPY potentially an inside day, although lifting right now and plenty of day left to go after it. You still would have some good distance not to be an inside week, right? But it's bright and early on a Monday. We'll see. You do have this on your 60 to keep an eye on. It's slight lower low and a slight higher high right here to see if not going to be an inside day. You're going to pull up into there. We'll see because we have that outside day, inside day, outside day. So a lot of action in here. So starting to lift here right now. If we go to QQQ, this is where the problems were lying, but now starting to come back. And you can see this still handily an inside day, even with a big rally. And the question would be, you can be strong enough to do this or re-break this monthly low or stay below that 384.42, right? So you got back above that. Big distance to not being inside week, but like I said, a lot of week left. So what we did have is that inside 60 slight poke up. Now we got a new 60. So the question is, how are we going to get out of that? Are we going to keep rallying out of this, or what's going to go on? So if we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, here we've known that this has been stronger recently. Now you can see the diamonds trying to go 2 down, 2 up on the week, right? After poking down just a little bit on that month, but now coming back here, you see trying to take out lower lows down into there and now higher highs, and that's going to be here. And so for the rest of the week, I want to know about the Dow Jones Diamonds over 352.77. You're there right now. If you go to small cappers, and small cappers still handling an inside day. How are you not going to be an inside week, right? Still chop shop in the month, and kind of like the Q's, a little lackluster, but trying to lift back up here, and you can see you always look for them slight lower lows, right? And then just there's your bottom of the broadening formation. Can you make it up to there? So we're going to find out as the week goes on. So start off the week, what they did start to do is go into a defensive posture by going into the XLP. Here you can see that hammer, counter, shooter, boom, right there, and green on the month, potential outside month. And that gave us our Pepsi a little bit. When Pepsi hits magnitude, we're looking for that. The outside week, boom. So that just kind of stalls out. If you go to Mondelez, and Mondelez, hammer, counter, shooter per the weekend vid. So that's good and nice and green on the month now. So you can see the coming into that now, just stalling out just a little bit. If we go to Coke coming up here a little bit, and that's more Dow Jones, slight lower low, 2-2 reversal, 2 down, 2 up on the week with the XLP. Procter here blasting into the highs after last week's outside week to the upside. So that was already showing strength, but a little exhaustion risk by going into the highs. Also, we're seeing them come into the pandemic names as the variant is subsiding, or should I say, not as bad as they thought it was going to be. And so we're Boeing, as I've talked about, we're going to go inside year pretty much almost for sure, right? But whenever you have those lower lows and then these signals back up, gets my attention. Inside day, up, triggers the 2 down, 2 up week, right? And what that's showing us is a bunch of the pandemic names starting off the week strong. You got Wynn Resorts off an inside day going off to the 2 down, 2 up week, and that tells you LVS here still has some distance on that week, but nice inside day to the upside over there. Also EXPE and EXPE RevStrat day, you can see this here, the inside day, the slight poke down, and boom, right back to previous range, and still has some room, but getting closer to that 2-2 reversal week. If you go to the cruise ships, RCL, inside day, and off she goes. 2 down, 2 up on the week, and that tells you to look at CCL. Here, got a little bit more distance, inside day, and getting closer. We're going to see if that follows through to take that week. Got an inside 60 right now. If we go to the airlines, more pandemics, United with a nice inside day, and then boom, 2-2 reversal on the week. And you can just go right down the line. How's American doing? American off the inside day, 2-2 week, all looking pretty similar over there. Also Marriott coming up here off an inside day and an inside week combination. So obviously it's a pandemic's group starting to come up here, and keep an eye on that. With those Dow Jonesers, you got McDonald's doing this. Outside week, take out both sides, 3-2-2 on the week, and if that works, McBurger's going into the highs. Just took an inside 60 to the upside. So we'll see. You got your lower low coming back to previous range, looking to take these guys out and get your higher high. If you go to Walgreens, and Walgreens, potential outside month here. Stop them out, 2 down, 2-2 hammer reversal on the week, now inside on the 60. We'll see if that continues. Market staying firm here on the new 60. If you go to Cat Tractor, this was an either way, because here on the month, inside pokes up. That was rev strat to the downside below that, but you come in this new week, shooter, hammer, 2-2 week reversal above this, 201.50. You're there right now, so we'll see if anything more comes of that. If you go to Johnny John and Johnson & Johnson, weekend vid here, and you can see that. 2 down hammer and back through the previous range with all the other major drugs having some issues here, which I'll get to in a second. So in the 60, potentially this, the 2 up, the 2 down, and then take this hammer back up over 162.98. We'll see if that continues to lift with the market here. If we go to MA, and MA here, she's had some rough sledding recently, but you can see this broadening formation we've been watching, and another new low, and boom, right back through. 2-2 reversal on the week over 331.82. Of course, that tells you to look at Visa. Visa, 2 down, 2 up on the week, coming back through a previous range, so starting off good over there. We can go down. China was having problems, but then you start a new week, and Baba, 2 down, 2 up on the day. Distance to not be an inside week, so you always want to be aware of that, and see how like Baidu and stuff like that's doing if they're coming back, and still handily inside week, but a 2 down, 2 up to start the week. If we go to the Bitcoin's getting hit, but coming back, or the stocks, Mara got hit gapping on the opening, but now coming back a little bit. We'll see. Bitcoin staying down. If we go to, believe it or not, Halliburton and Schwab, starting to wake up just a little bit. There's your hammer counter shooter and Halliburton weekly inside on the 60. They usually fade out, but crude having a nice day to start off the week. Here, nice and green, albeit still inside and handling an inside week. If we go to MCW, and MCW, here you go. This is what you look for. You see this slight higher high on the week, and then the slight lower low, and then the 2-2 reversal back to previous range. Yep. Potential broadening formation coming through here, and you got some more room up on that MCW. You go to ISIG, what's this thing doing? And ISIG shenaniganer holds this gap on the month for whatever that was. It looks like it might be a reverse split, but we'll see. Just having a nice day, as you can see. On the downside, Moderna, vaccine guys getting hit. Moderna trying to rally back a little bit, but does take out last week's lows. That's a 2 up, 2 down, right on that. After slight taking out the highs, right? Now, there's your broadening formation, higher high, lower low. See if it's going to be weak enough to come down through that. BNTX, now firming up on the 60, we'll see. It is 2 up by slight higher high and then 2 down. So these two become an outside bar of that. Then it's a matter of it's going to be weak enough to come down through here. Right now, firming up slightly with the market. NVAX, and NVAX taking out last month's lows. That's a 2-2-2 continuation. So NVAX a little bit more trouble, albeit on the 60 firming up. If we go to ZS, oh boy. And ZS, after last week's pummeling, the inside day down on Friday, and then still just getting murdered here on the 2 up, 2 down month coming down. If we go to W, and W, hammer, shooter, boom on the month. Magnitude is to hit this, 223. You're just about there, and then we'll see if that gets any worse after what? Triangle day out, slide higher high, boom, 3-2 down on the week. It's still going. If we go to net, and net's still going. Remember we talked about this here, the 2 up, 2 down reversal shooter on the month below 178.42, trading 146.80. Still having some issues here after what? Weekly triangle day out, sets up that month, and then boom, down she goes. If you go to the IBB, and the IBB having some issues here. IBB 3-2 down on the month. So these guys having some problems in here. Now firming up a little bit on the 60 here. As you can see, a 2-2 reversal on the 60. We'll see if that sets up again because you got over there Rita. Rita getting a little smack down here in the 3-2 outside month. Down, all right? They're completely reversing whatever they thought was going on in here, right? Whatever that was didn't work out, or at least it isn't right now. Outside week shooter to the downside, which means the buying up here got rejected. Still getting rejected handily and going into the lows. We'll see if that sets up again for us as well. If we go to Lulu, and Lulu tries to firm up on the 60, but it would be nice if we can get a rev strat 1-2, because here you've got that reversal on the month. 2 up, 2 down, right? And you can see in the last few days, 3-2 to the downside after slight taking out that high. So that buying right here, they got rejected hard in Lulu and still coming down, taking all that out. If we go to Williams-Sonoma, and Williams-Sonoma here, 2 up, 2 down month, and that's good all month, below 184.67. Stuck in here a little bit, but that's going to get my attention anytime you continue to make lower lows. If you go to AMD, buying rejected on the weekly, 2 up, but then turns into a 3, which means this buying is still being rejected down under here. Like I said in the SMHers, one of the good things is good chance at inside month, but certainly getting a little weaker. We'll watch that with the Qs in the SMH itself. You go to Hubs, and Hubs also an outside week to the downside. This buying got rejected to make an outside bar, still being rejected. And if that works, you go back into here. 2 up on the month, 2 down, back into an old 3. 3-2-2, right? Then all you got to do is wait for what? Triangle day out, inside bar, 2 up, boom, back to the previous range right here on, right there. Boom, takes it right down. If we go to GNRC. GNRC hits magnitude on the month, and what I mean by that is you had this outside month by taking out both sides. The rejection of the buying, boom, down here, just ran out of time. So now these 2 months become an outside bar of all that. So it hits magnitude. Still real heavy, though, so sometimes they go a little further than you think. And NTP, whatever's going on here is not good, right? So these guys having a real tough time. Rough sledding after this on the weekly, 2 up, 2 down, still going, albeit firming up right now on the 60, so we'll see. But as I speak, QQQ now starting to back off again and still handling an inside day, so could make for an interesting Tuesday if we stay inside day on the Qs, which at this point there's a very good chance, if anything, you'd be closer to taking out the lows. Just not doing that, so we'll see what this starts to look like here down here in the Qs, because that's where your weakness is. I'm going to see if the Dow can hold up. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is Mr. Black. Strat Time Report.